But what's the current reality today? Are people actually well? You have a headache, you're fatigued, you have joint pains, you have digestive problems.
We spend about $316 billion on cardiovascular-related costs, and then another $327 billion on costs associated with diabetes.
A ton of money every year on healthcare, $2.5 trillion a year on healthcare. It's 5 things. The 5 things that get us into all this trouble are, not surprising, too much eating, too much drinking, too much stress, too much smoking, and not enough exercise.
About 20% of the health outcomes here are directly related to the clinical care that we receive. The remaining 80% is directly related to our own health behaviors, socioeconomic factors, and the impact of our physical environment.
So there's a great opportunity for us there. If we could get our arms around developing a healthier lifestyle, we can prevent 80% of disease.
Hello everyone, today I will talk about physical health. In order to maintain our physical health, we must practice a lot of physical activity such as jogging, hiking and so on. So what is the benefit of physical activity? Let me explain to you. The first one is, it will strengthen your bone and muscles. As your age increases year by year, it is important to protect your bones and muscles because they support your body and help you to move around. For example, by doing aerobics at moderately intense level, it will ensure the loss of bone density can be reduced. The second one is, it will increase the chances of living longer because by doing physical activity, it will reduce your risk of death, and it is proven by the scientists. You only have to accumulate any amount of moderate or vigorous intensity physical activity to reduce your risk of death. That's all for me. Thank you.
Physical health, nutrition and diet. Why is nutrition important?
We all know that good nutrition and diet can help us to maintain a healthy weight. But the benefits of good nutrition goes beyond weight. It can reduce the risk of some diseases such as heart disease and diabetes. It can also reduce our high blood pressure and lower our cholesterol levels. But most importantly, nutrition can help us to improve our well-being.
Statistics of Malaysians' nutrition.
Rapid advancements in Malaysia for the past 2 decades have brought about significant changes in the lifestyles of communities. These include significant changes in dietary patterns of Malaysians. For example, the increase in consumption of fats and oils and refined carbohydrates and a decreased intake of complex carbohydrates. Changes in meal patterns are also evident. More families eat out. The younger generation miss breakfast and rely too much on fast foods. All these changes have brought about undesirable effects by being afflicted with various diseases associated with overnutrition, namely obesity, hypertension, coronary heart diseases, and cancer. Nutrition activities and programs are now being directed to tackle this increasing trend, whilst still attempting to eliminate the undernutrition problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, on February 2015, a paper has been published on JMA Psychiatry, an analysis of studies from 29 countries across 6 continents have stated that almost 8 million people die each year due to the mental illness. Most of the deaths were attributed to natural causes, which can be acute and chronic comorbid conditions like heart disease, pulmonary disease, and even infectious disease, while 17.5% of the deaths appeared to be unnatural causes such as suicide and unintentional injuries. And I strongly believe that you, ladies and gentlemen, are common with the term of mental illness. But have you ever wondering what are the factors that cause mental illness? Most mental illness don't have a single cause. Instead, they have a variety of causes called risk factors, and these risk factors may come from genetics, trauma, drugs, alcohols, and finally, the one that refers to a wide range of mental health problems, which is depression, which also can be defined as a loss of interest and enjoyment in ordinary things and experience. So the real question here is how to know if you are under depression. Well, some studies stated there are some signs that indicate someone is under depression, which include feeling sad, insomnia, eating too much or too little, not being able to get out of bed, physical complaints, frequent crying, and even refusing to do everyday tasks. Now, let's say you're diagnosing the symptoms of depression. Now what? Well, the best I can suggest is for you to reach out for help. A visit to a primary care doctor is a good way to get the ball rolling. If needed, that doctor can refer you to a specialist. But that's not the only solution. There are also lifestyle changes that you can make, including eating healthier diet, exercising every day, and take care of your sleep schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, there are so much ways to get yourself out of depression. But suicide can be the worst solution among the worst. And remember, suicide doesn't end the chance of the life getting worse. It only eliminates the chance of it getting any better.
Have you guys got into any of this situation where you might caught a cold or maybe had a fever, got any cut or injuries? It is normal and I'm pretty sure that you guys have experienced it, right? When we talk about health, maybe you guys think about maintaining your body fit or maybe a well-balanced diet or have a good rest. Yeah, that's all right. But there's another one aspect that I want to add so you guys will pay attention to. It is about medical self-care. If you get any sick or injuries, do get a treatment. Maybe you can prepare yourself a first aid kit at home as a first aid. But if it gets worse, please go to the hospital and book an appointment with a doctor for further treatment. Don't ever let your body sick. Remember, prevention is better than cure.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi everyone. So today I have a question for you. So when it comes to maintaining a good health, what comes to your mind? Does it exercise regularly or having a balanced diet? So basically both of them are correct. But do you know that having a good sleep and rest also help us in maintaining good health? Why I say so? Because there are some of the benefits by having a good sleep and rest, which are, first one, it can reduce your risk to have heart disease and to gain weight, and also it also helps you to become more productive and more concentrate but in doing some works. And lastly, it also helps you to become a happy person or promotes a good mood in your daily life. So what I'm trying to say is, when it comes to having a good health, don't put your focus too much on physical health, but instead put also your focus on your mental health, as it is as important as your physical health. So that's all from me. Thank you.